Oh yeah, we had to have those things.
Will you hold that for me?
We had these things, we'd push the rug with it. It'd catch this on here would catch the rug and you'd have to take it on around. But this one here, it wore out. I wore it out.
And how many years did you work in total?
I worked there 48 years. Fed my family. They all know where their bread was coming from. Because my husband passed away when our youngest child was 6 years old, and I had to be mother and father. But other than that, I just sewed. I just loved my job, and whenever you like your job, it comes easy for you. No problem.
So you said you had another story that you wanted to share.
Yeah, but first of all, let me tell you about the Capels. They had worked for people when other places were closed. They've helped a lot of families in this town. They tried to work everybody they could. It was hard, but they did it. They helped people that couldn't help themselves. I'd put it that way. They're just a good company to work for. Good people to work for.
I'm curious, what's your favorite Capel rug style?
I really like the round rugs. I like to make the round rugs. Big rugs, little rugs. No odd sizes, because I wasn't on an odd size table. But I could make odd sizes. I made one time for a lady who was out. It was a deadline on that day of going out, and Bobby wanted me to make it. So I said, well, I'll try. That's all I could do. So I trimmed it as I went. And so carried it to the front, and Babe Lester, he was the inspector. He got out a little king whistle. I knew it was him. I stood up and he said, "There, come with my needle and thread." Oh, I went to the front. I said, "Babe, was it full of holes?" "Not a hole in it." I said, "Well, what did you call me for?" He said, "I want you to look at something." He threw that big odd size round rug out there, and it lay so pretty on the floor. He said, "Now that's what I call workmanship." And Bobby heard he standing back there about with his arm crossed. He said, "That's what I call workmanship." And I helped a lot. I taught a lot to sew rugs. It's all in if you like your job, you do good work. I got a lot of cards and letters back from people after we started sewing the barcodes on, we had to put our name on them. We just had a number before. I was number 12, that's all that time. And so I started getting letters and cards of how they appreciated the work that it went into the rugs. And Bobby said, "Do you ever get a little tip?" I said, "Yeah, do you?" He said, "How much?" "Or it's none of my business." I said, "Yeah, it's your business." I said, "I work for you and you're supposed to know what I do." I said, "I've got as much as a $20 bill in some of these." So he said, "You're kidding?" I said, "No, but I did. I got a lot of." He said, "You get a lot of these, don't you?" I said, "Yeah, I do."
You worked up until you were 80 years old, I believe?
I was 80 years old when I hurt my arm and had to quit.
Would you have kept working there for years longer, do you think?
I would have. Yeah, I would have worked on, because I was healthy. I was never sick or anything. I would have worked on, yes. No telling how. That's the old one here. Boy, that's something else.